Welcome to Seasons of Life, a biblical perspective for how to navigate life's ups and downs. Do you feel overwhelmed? Or do you feel successful? Experiencing loss? This weekly 15-minute word of inspiration will motivate you to live with more wisdom and peace. Here is your host, Pastor Mercy Oduah.
Hello there. Welcome to another episode of Seasons of Life, a biblical perspective for handling your life challenges. I'm Mercy Oduah. The goal of my 10 minutes inspirational talk is to let you know that seasons of life are normal and to offer you a spiritual guide and support as you go through the ups and downs of life. If you missed my previous episodes, you can always go back to my videos and listen to them. Today is episode 7, and I want to talk about reaching out. Reaching out. Because reaching out is another vital element to help you with your painful seasons of life. When you are going through painful seasons from loss, divorce, and sickness, whatever complex issue life throws to you, you feel like being by yourself. You don't want to talk or see anybody because you are overwhelmed. It is understandable. More so, you don't know what people will say to you, and you want to protect yourself because people might say the wrong things, and you don't want to deal with that at that time. Some cultures do not like to open up in times of pain and suffering. They see it as a sign of weakness. So the culture, they close up and keep to themselves. And I respect that too. But I'm here to let you know that as much as it is perfectly all right to want to stay by yourself, it is equally good to reach out to people that you can trust with your feelings at that time. It is perfectly all right to reach out to people that you can trust at that time. Personally, when I was going through my pain, there were people there for me. My spiritual leader, my families, my church members, and personal friends. They were a resource for me at that time. Reaching out to trusted people from family, friends, or spiritual leaders has a beautiful therapeutic effect. You will have the opportunity to verbalize your feelings to them, and they will have the opportunity to help you put those thoughts in the right perspective. When I was going through the pain of my loss, my thought was everywhere. I had mixed feelings. I had family and good friends support. Some of my perception about my loss made me feel remorseful. Therefore, I went a step further to talk to my spiritual mentor. He helped me to process my thought well. I subjected myself to his advice for a while. He was helping me to untie the knots in my emotions to the extent that my mind shifted to a better place. Part of my recovery was being able to verbalize my feelings. I also reached out to my spiritual friends, church members, for prayers during my pain and suffering because praying is hard when you are in the valley of life. After all, your heart is broken. Your true friends will rally for you in prayer. Above all, God will raise people that will truly pray for you when you are going through such pains of sadness and sickness and all the complex issues that we are facing. I remember before my son died, a week before he died, one of my spiritual daughters, she told me that she was just feeling my spirit. She was just thinking about me all through, just a week before. And the thought was thought of sadness. She was just feeling sad for me without knowing why, and she started praying for me. Then 1 week after my son died, then she was able to make the connection and said to herself, oh, that was why I was feeling so sad for Mercy. The book of James says that a believer's heartfelt prayer can have tremendous power and accomplish much when put to action. It says that your prayer as a Christian, as a good friend, as a trusted friend, can have tremendous power and can accomplish much when you pray. Why? Because we have the Spirit of God in us. We have spiritual connection with each other because God connects with us through His Spirit. And that same Spirit is in all of us. All of us have that Spirit. Therefore, we connect with each other. We are able to feel each other's pain because we are one spiritual body. When A is hurting, B can be able to pick it up. Therefore, if somebody comes in your spirit, especially people that you have not spoken to for a while, start praying for that person because God is putting that person in your spirit to pray. A good verse in the Bible that encourages spiritual support is in Proverbs chapter 27, verse 17. It says, as iron sharpens iron, one person can sharpen another. As iron sharpens, if you put two sharp things together, as they sharpen each other, one person can sharpen another. What is this verse saying? It says that we need each other for support, for encouragement, and for strength. And I experienced this special privilege because after my son died, several months, this special sister was coming to my house. And each time she comes, she was just pouring words of encouragement. We talk, we chat, we pray. She was building me up. I tell you, it doesn't matter how strong you are as a Christian, when that trauma of loss, when it hits you, you are devastated, you are vulnerable, you are weak. You need somebody to encourage you. And that was what that sister provided for me when she was intentionally just coming to my house. That was what she was doing. So when you go through those stormy seasons of life, reach out to somebody. Trust that there are good people out there praying for you. There are people that want you to recover. Yes, we live in a time where you don't trust people. So you may want to choose your friends, who you may want to choose who you want to talk to carefully. Your spiritual leaders, church members, friends, family, choose carefully. Go to the person that your spirit is comfortable with, and then you open up. Because a good Christian friend that is filled with the Holy Spirit will protect you, will protect the words that you shared with the person. A good spiritual friend will protect you and they will love you unconditionally. They will support you unconditionally without asking questions. Because many people do not know what to say when dealing with pain and suffering. Most people come with curious questions that you may not even know the answer or you are not ready to talk about. Regardless, it is unnecessary to waste your energy explaining yourself to people at that time. That's an energy that you don't need at that time. You need all the support so that you can recover before you start talking if you want to. Finally, I want to let you know that the enemy will isolate you and prevent you from getting the help that you need in dealing with your loss, with your sickness, or whatever issues that you're facing right now. The enemy will want you to keep your mouth shut, but do not let the enemy do that. I want you to know that you can talk to somebody. There are good people out there. Reach out to someone in prayer because you cannot pray, you're overwhelmed. Reach out to somebody in prayer and the person will pray for you. Trust that there are spiritual friends and family members that will want you to survive, and then open up to them. So before I close, I want to leave you with this powerful verse in the book of Proverbs, chapter 17, verse 17. I love it. It says, "A friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for adversity." A friend will love you at all times, unconditionally, and a brother is born for adversity. I want you to meditate on that. Proverbs 17:17. So may the Lord keep you, may the Lord bless you, and may the Lord raise people to pray for you in your seasons of pain and suffering. See you next week. Shalom to you.
Thank you for watching this episode of Seasons of Life. Until next time, be well, and may God bless you.